Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of Operations and Supply Chain Management. It is now December. Congratulations, you've always almost made it to the end of this semester. Okay, so let's dive right into it. All right. So this session, we are going to talk about periodic review systems. What is periodic review systems? It is an inventory system that reviews the stock level at predetermined time intervals. Okay, so if it is determined to be reviewed every 2 weeks, the review is done every 2 weeks and not in between and not later. Okay, so every 2 weeks will be the set interval for the review, and whatever stock level you have in those review days, right? Review period, you will replenish what is missing from the restock level. Okay, so right, there is a small formula to put that into perspective, where the order quantity is the restocking level minus the inventory level at the time of the review, right? So that formalizes it, that you are replenishing what is missing from the set restock level with predetermined review intervals. Okay, so pretty simple and straightforward concept, right? A typical example would be a vending machine, right? An automatic vending machine. The one that you can find in the first floor, what is it, student lounge, right? In Ballantine Hall. During the summer, I visited the vending machine once every other week, maybe. I like sun chips. Okay, so when I was getting hungry, when I was hung up on an idea for research and not getting anywhere for 2.5 hours, I was just thinking and like gazing out the window. I just say to myself, get a sun chip, feel better, and get back to it. All right. So I go to the machine only to find that there is no sun chip, right? That frustration is real, right? So that happens because in a for in I'm sorry, in a vending machine operation, typically the inventory is only reviewed periodically, right? So every week or every other week, the company that manages that vending machine will come and replenish anything that is missing from the full stock, right? In the coil, okay? Problem is probably during the summer months, because there aren't so many, so much demand for vending machine items, they make the review period longer than during the academic year. That is just my assumption, because I seldom see anything stocking out during the academic year as opposed to during the summer months. So the periodic review system, we can see from here, that always runs a risk of a stockout, which is with a surge in demand, you run a risk of running out of the items, thus losing business, right? So periodic review system then is more suitable for such items that are low in value, right? And keeping a large stock is making more economic sense. Okay? So then the question becomes, what level should we keep our inventory at, right? So that is the question of restocking level. So restocking level is the level of inventory we restock to every review period. Okay? So how much do we keep for sun chips? Do we keep 50 in the machine, 100 in the machine, 25 in the machine, 5, maybe 7? Okay. The question becomes, how many people reach for sun chips during those 2 weeks on average? Okay. So you get that average and then determine how much is your standard deviation, right? Statistically, calculate that. And then you can determine how much more of standard deviations do you want to go up, right? So with the z value and the resulting service level, the authors provide that table on page 334. And let's see, 1.28 standard deviations more, right? And you result in 90% of service level. Okay, so you will probably be okay 90% of the time, right? But you run 10% risk of running a going into a stockout on sun chips. 99.9 service percent service level, you have to go above average 3.08 times of your standard deviation. Okay, so that is how we determine the restocking levels, and the interaction of service level and restocking level is such that with higher service level, restocking levels will be higher, right? Restocking levels will be lower with lower service level, right? But then the risk of stockout will rise. Okay, you want to avoid the restocking risks. You restock. You raise your restocking levels, thus reaching higher service level. That results in lower risk of stockout. Okay, guys, I think that is it for today. Next session, we will talk about continuous review systems, all of the unique features and key assumptions that are so important in continuous review system, and how we derive the economic order quantity, reorder point, safety stock, quantity discounts. That will all come in the next session. Okay, so look forward to that. Guys, it's December finally. You're almost there. So let's keep going, okay, until we reach obviously Christmas. But before that, I know you are just yearning to take your finals, okay? So that discussion will come as well in the near future sessions. So yeah, okay. Happy reading, guys. I will see you in the classroom and in the next video. Bye.